Hey guys, it's Nero Tarot. So, I really don't know. I had topics. I was gonna do Pluto and Pisces again, just to wrap up the shit that I didn't say, because I was like thinking about it even more like afterwards. But never mind. So, this video is going to be about kind of like where I am with my like spiritual practice, I guess. So where I am with my spiritual practice and where I just kind of see it going. So basically my spiritual practice is evolving into more like ritualized work, not necessarily being a practitioner of magic per se, but just I wouldn't say of like a magical system or subscribing to any healing tradition at the moment. It really is more about like different practices related to ritual and the body, particularly like cleansing kind of stuff. So go ahead, just turn this off. So basically it's about I'm interested in like bathing rituals, cleansing rituals, I wouldn't say spell work, but just kind of energetic work around energetic work around like clearing out and cleansing and stuff like that, so that you can receive and be like a vessel and open up. That's kind of where I am a little bit with that. I'm also getting more into just learning about different things. So in particular, learning about astrology on a much deeper level. I guess I'll like talk about these, but I'm very interested in like the asteroids and like these outer like dwarf planets now. So I used to do readings on here. I stopped like August. I read by planet. If you don't see the about page or whatever, if you've never looked over there, I read by planet on this channel. I don't read by zodiac just because I feel like, one, everybody does that, but two, I just feel like there might just be lessons that you learn with your planetary ruler, or like a planet that's very heavily aspected in your chart as opposed to just the sign. And so I read by planet, and I like doing that. So I've been looking at my own chart, like like my own personal chart, and I've been kind of fascinated in like all of these little like asteroids and how they're affecting, because believe it or not, I kind of really just feel like a lot of shit's affecting us. Like I have like somebody that I talk to, and they're just like kind of like against it, that like this stuff is man-made, but first of all, we didn't make the planets, so there's that. You could say the astrology part is made up or whatever, but we didn't make the sun, we didn't make the moon, we didn't make any of the planets that we live on. And so, you know, maybe we did, shit, I don't know, but like as far as I know and most people, we didn't make any planets here. And so I do think that the planets they exert some sort of force over us, and it would be best to like work with those energies. So I'm getting interested in like the far out ones, like Sedna and what is it, Makemake? Hopefully I pronounced that right. They're like they're ones that have been recently discovered in like the last like from like as close as the last like decade to like maybe the last century, like somewhere in there. And so these things, but these like dwarf planets and like asteroids and stuff like that, they have these like long transits. Like Sedna's transit is like fucking long. Like it's long. It's longer than Pluto's. Like when you see I would say the map, but when you see how far out Sedna is in relation to like Pluto, which takes like 250 years roughly to like make a full revolution like around. You're just like, whoa, like you're starting to get into like really, really collective energies that have been for like years and stuff like that. And so as I get much more interested in like larger energies, collective energies, and just kind of, I don't want to say, I don't feel like it's like fortune telling or predictive work, but it's just kind of trying to look at large patterns. I'm getting interested in larger patterns and stuff like that. So it's really interesting, the stuff I'm looking up. Unfortunately, it just seems like yes, there's information on these, like I think one Charlico, I mean Eros and Psyche and stuff like that, people I guess would know it from like, what is it Greek, is it Roman, I don't know, like I didn't study this shit, but like because I always know, like I know that there's like Greek and then there's like equivalent when it comes to like the gods and stuff like that, but I just like never, anyway, something I need to learn, right? So like the Eros, Psyche, we got that. Sappho, I know that I looked at her, like she's a poet. Like Lilith is like one that like it's become pretty popular because everybody wants to reclaim their dark femininity. Reclaim their dark femininity and stuff like that. So I know those are interesting, but the ones that like never get talked about, like, and as someone who wants to collect books on these, I'm just typing this up, collect books on these, I'm like looking up books on like eBay and stuff like that. I can't really find shit. I'm like, it's gonna be one of those things. So that's where I am, learning about larger energies. I'm really interested also in planetary like charting, or like kind of looking at energies for like nations and earth gridding and tapping into what we would consider lead lines or energy spheres, and kind of transmuting that energy, whether it be through like ritual of like song and dance or offerings or something like that. I kind of feel like our interactions with the earth, and I think I said this in the Pluto Aquarius or Pluto and Pisces video, that like our relationship to the earth, yes, we're talking about like climate change and shit like that, but like our relation to the earth is very important. Like we have to consider it kind of living and breathing, because there are so many things on this planet that are living and breathing outside of humans. And so I kind of feel like my animist beliefs are starting to like maybe kick in a little bit more. Another thing I'm interested in is developing my Reiki skills, because I recently took Kundalini Reiki. Hopefully I'll like what is it called? What is it called? When they put the little cards up, it's like, oh, like if you want to watch it, you can watch a card. And they like point somewhere, some random direction, and like the card comes up. And like, my time with Reiki or something like that, you know, shit like that. So doing that, I got interested in more energy healing work. So I'm in school to be a massage therapist, a licensed massage therapist. I kind of already know that like my path is going to extend beyond that, that's going to be, I think, one way to get people in the door, but that ultimately the people that are coming to me will probably need more extensive healing outside of massage. And so I'm there to facilitate, not necessarily heal them, but facilitate their healing by being a presence that helps them bring to the surface things that they need to release, or that are ready to be released at that time. And I'm particularly interested in like the lower chakras right now. Especially the womb chakra, given my own like journey with that. So my own journey is that I have PCOS, which is polycystic ovarian syndrome, and so I'm very interested in the collective energies that kind of come through, and the DNA patterning that come through that turn on or off certain things. So I will most likely be getting more into genetics, more into inherited trauma, more into bloodlines, more into ancestral things. I may not go to school for it, but I will start to study it in a very scientific way. I think just studying it and learning about it will probably be helpful, even if I don't qualify for any like cert or anything like that. Just having that knowledge enriches what I can offer people. And so also with this whole thing is diving more deeply into tarot. And I just thought of something. I may start using tarot as like more visual tools for us to explore in terms of projection into the imagery and working through what comes up. I'm interested in meditations. I'm interested in time travel, so to speak. And you would understand that if you watched the video for my Kundalini level 3 class of what happened with that. There was something else I was going to say and I like stopped. But these are basically all the ways that I'm kind of shifting and growing and changing. So there's that. I'm just very interested right now in broadening my like knowledge base so that I can offer like the best stuff possible. But those are some of the topics that I'm interested in. Even something like music I'm interested in for meditations and things like that. But I'm definitely focused more on the body. Tarot is becoming secondary, tertiary, and things like that. And that feels kind of good in a way, because I feel like, and this is going to be the next video, we get stuck at tarot, and I think on some levels some of us want to dive deeper, but we feel like we're just stuck in tarot. And I think it's a great thing to start exploring stuff outside of that and deepen the knowledge. Even if you never read for anyone, just deepen the knowledge. So this is where I'm at with my spiritual practice and spiritual kind of beliefs in general of what I should be going for and stuff like that. So thanks for watching. Bye.